General Ogolla being here, this nonsense going on would not be happening. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
General Ogolla being here, what is happening now could not be. I know this like the back of my hand. Then unasema, now you want me to go, surely. Niende aje. That report is taken to heaven. There are many ways you can go without a human hand being used. What guarantees you that you must reach 2027? President Ruto in chains, in handcuffs. There is something that was so bad, and that is what I was saying. The police said no. No. They said no. No more. We're not doing this. And there are some people, Kenyans, who were paid to have weapons to hurt other Kenyans. And now the ordinary Kenyans now took it upon themselves to defend themselves and the nation. And the police joined the citizens. If you know the Bible well, you can wake up today the president, tomorrow you're not the president. And the person who was guarding you is now protecting you as a prisoner. The same favor that President Ruto had, it has been turned into a hatred that people are just willing, even, why don't you drop down dead? Traore took the government by a coup. You know that?
True, I know.
So are you talking about a coup happening and President Ruto is taken out?
Now let's get into 2027. Many men of God have come out to prophesy doom coming 2027.
Doom on someone or the nation?
The nation. Like there will be chaos. I saw another one saying that watu watakufa sana. Something that is putting some fear into many Kenyans. You personally, as a man of God, how do you see the situation looking like come 2027?
You know, God is not stupid. There are so many ways someone can leave office. There are so many ways. So many ways. You know, some things you can ask, and you think you're asking Kenyans, but we have people known as the watchers. We have angels. They have been assigned a duty to watch over Kenya. Then unasema, now you want me to go, surely. Niende aje. That report is taken to heaven. There are many ways you can go without a human hand being used. What guarantees you that you must reach 2027? What guarantees you must see it? There are some things I've not shared with people unless just close leaders in the ministry. What I shared openly is that the Lord showed me twice last year President Ruto in chains, in handcuffs. But there is something that was so bad, and that is what I was saying. The police said no. No. They said no. No more. We're not doing this. And there are some people, Kenyans, who were paid to have weapons to hurt other Kenyans. And now the ordinary Kenyans now took it upon themselves to defend themselves and the nation. And the police joined the citizens. And the military joined the citizens. Should it go that way? No. But nobody will take Kenyans for a ride. And nobody will think State House or the presidency is their personal property. Okay? I won't say much. I won't comment about what other people have seen. I was not with them when they were seeing it.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's something known as the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. You see. And I really don't want to dwell much on that. But it'll be a wake-up call. It will tame politicians in Kenya. No politician will ever rise. Akujakuwa na politicians wamekuwa na kiburi in my lifetime more than the ones that are there now. Not all of them. But when you are associated with the president, sijawahi kuona kiburi kama hiyo. You see? Yeah. So, I won't say much. But remember, spiritually, things can be done. And if you know the Bible, well, you can wake up today the president, tomorrow you're not the president. And the person who's guarding you is now protecting you as a prisoner. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
That is all. I won't add to that.
Yeah. Do you think at some point it's a year that many Kenyans will come out to bring change in the country? Yeah, the ones who will be here. Yeah. Let me tell you, the Bible says love is as strong as death. So the same favor that President Ruto had, it has been turned into a hatred that people are just willing, even, why don't you drop down dead? People are really praying for that.
Yeah, people are like, oh my God, why was it this Nigerian former president?
Something I've forgotten.
That one. I was like, why was it him? Father, when will our turn come? And people mean it. You know, if it's just a joke, it's like, people actually mean it. Buhari. Why is it Buhari? Why not? So people are just saying, we'd rather have anyone else but Ruto. And that's a motivation, you see. Of course, Kenyans will come out to vote in very record numbers. And that is why they are saying if someone tries to play with the elections, we won't accept it.
Actually, kuna hizo rumors.
Yeah, I don't go with rumors. I don't watch TV. I only say what, after I've heard what God has said, that's what I say. But I can tell you from last year, there is a name and another name that was being peddled in heaven for the presidency of Kenya. Yeah. And from some time this year, maybe a month or two ago, there is just one move left for President Ruto, then he will not reach 2027. The hand of God will remove him. Only one move left. That's all I can say. I cannot talk about rumors or this. I can only say what God has told me.
Exactly.
If I add now, I am misleading people. Yeah.
Maybe a question about Kenya, alafu twende kidogo nje kidogo. There is this question that so many people have been asking themselves. Is the army, the KDF, allowed by the constitution to come and have internal, like now, tuseme kuna maandamano here, Gen Zs. Are they allowed to participate as the government is doing?
To demonstrate?
Not to demonstrate.
Or to help the cops?
Yes.
What is the mandate of the Kenya Defense Forces? What is the primary mandate?
Protecting the country.
Yeah. Overseeing the territorial integrity of the nation. Territorial.
Yeah.
Wamemalizana na Al-Shabaab kwanza ndio waanze kukuja kupiga risasi wa Kenya wenzao. It's a crime for soldiers of a nation, actually a bullet from the defense forces to be found in the body of a citizen. That's what I know, unless the laws changed. That's what I know. You see? That's why we have a ministry for interior security. You see? So, there's so much to say, but I don't want to say some things here. But what I know by international international law and the standards, the military cannot be brought in because of protests which were not deadly, legally speaking. Unless some laws changed when I was busy praying and fasting, I don't study anymore. But it's really out of the norm for the military to come out of their barracks, to now come, and they're the ones now on the street now intimidating protesters who have nothing but a phone, water, because of tear gas. The military is not allowed to touch Kenyans in that way. They're not.
Do you think at some point in this particular country, Kenya, we can have our own Traore kind of leader?
Traore took the government by a coup. You know that?
True, I know.
So are you talking about a coup happening and President Ruto is taken out?
Yeah, you can talk of that one. Another one, maybe in the near future, let's say, not really a coup, but generally, just
someone with the heart of Traore.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. But it will have to be very tough. If you want to be liked, go and sell ice cream. If you want to really... There's something I tell people around me. You have to be into two extremities to be effective in this world, and to help people emit the right or wrong emotions in extremities or in the extremes. Number one, be astoundingly stupid. Be incredibly foolish. Or conspicuously smart. You'll be hated. Unataka kuchukiwa? Kuwa mwerevu sana ama kuwa mjinga sana.
Exactly.
But now you have to take that stand and decide which side you want to be on. But the person doing it has to really be focused, because many people come into the Kenyan politics with ideas without spiritual backing, personal and convictions. So when they enter office, they just join the bandwagon. What has been happening, they join.
Exactly.
So you have to be very strong-willed in this life to test power and remain faithful. You know? And I'm a living testament that it can happen. As a uniformed officer, as advisor to the presidency, I'm a living testament. You can do it. You don't have to join a bandwagon leading you to destruction. It's very simple. N-O. Just say no. Just say no and mean it with all your heart. You see. So it'll take someone of very strong convictions to do that.
You've just taken me to hapo nyuma kidogo. Many thought of that you said if General Ogolla was in the country currently, these things could not be happening, right?
Yeah.
And some Kenyans, maybe most of them,
Yeah.
they come up with this particular, should I say not really narrative, but they thought that if Ogolla was in this country, like we could have some other changes, you know. So do you think Ogolla could have brought a
General
change?
Ogolla.
General Ogolla could have brought a change in this country currently? Like,
Yes.
it could have been a solution for us.
Yes.
How?
I will not talk about that.
Okay.
But yes. General Ogolla being here, this nonsense going on would not be happening. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
General Ogolla being here, what is happening now could not be. I know this like the back of my hand. He was a very polite man. He was very soft-spoken. Oh, Prophet, how are you? But very principled. What is against the law, he will not agree with it, no matter how much he likes you, including his own son. You didn't hear me. Including his own son, Joel. He says, no, we can't do this. You know the kind of man that man was? His own son, he could not accept. If something is wrong, he says, no, Joel, you can't do this. I can't do this. With all his rank, he refused. I just said this. He refused to employ his son in the military. He refused. He said, just this, and it was a very small threshold. You've not met this? No. I'll be leading by a very bad example. I'm not like the others. Can you see the kind of man we're talking about here?
Very special.
Very principled. Integrity galore. So I can guarantee you and other Kenyans, if General Ogolla was here, the things happening under the watch of General Kairiri would not have happened. He was not a puppet. He was soft, spoken, disciplined, but extremely tough to follow the law.